I think the thing I'm proudest of regarding creating the Spider-Man universe is the fact that people of all ages seem to love Spider-Man. And more than that, he's international. When I travel, any country I go to, people know Spider-Man and they come over to me and they're so warm and friendly and all they want to do is talk about Spider-Man. Well, you can just imagine if you've spent your life working on something and you find out that the fans love what you have done and can't wait to meet you at a convention to tell you how pleased they are with everything you've done and to thank you for what you've written and done for them creatively. It's an experience I can't even describe how wonderful that feels and how grateful that makes me feel. You know, I guess one person can make a difference. Enough said. All of us, and I say this, and I defy anyone to challenge me, all of us loved fairy tales when we were young. We loved stories of monsters and witches and dragons and giants and things like that. All of us, we love those kind of stories. That's why fairy tales have endured forever. But you get a little older, can't read fairy tales when you're grown up, but superhero comics are the closest thing to fairy tales for grown-ups. You have characters with superpowers, you have characters that are bigger than life, that are doing fantastic, imaginative things, and you sort of recapture the fun you had when you were a little kid, reading about witches and monsters, and that, which is the most philosophical thing I'm going to say tonight, and after this I'm going to revert to my own empty-headed stuff. But this happens to be a very profound philosophical thought, and you can take notes if you wish. To take a leaf from the Jekyll and Hyde thing, where he could change from a normal person into the monster. And I did the Hulk. Now, since the kids seem to like costumes, I couldn't think of an excuse to put a monster in a costume. So I figured I'll do the next best thing. I'll make his skin a different color. I did not think of green originally. I made it gray in the first issue. I thought that'll be scary looking, a guy with gray skin. But unfortunately, when the book came out, the gray was a different shade in every page. One page it was light gray, one page it was dark gray, one page he looked black, one page it was white, and I realized the printer was having trouble with the gray color. So when you're a cartoon editor and writer, you're like God, you can do anything. I said, I'll change the skin color. So in the next issue, I made him green. Turned out wonderful. The printer was able to do a good job with green, but more than I've told this story so often that for all I know, it might even be true, because I really don't remember exactly, but I think I was watching a fly walking on a wall, and I said, gee, wouldn't it be cool if I had a hero who could stick to walls like an insect? But I think I'm lying. I probably didn't say, wouldn't it be cool, because I don't think the word cool was in usage. I probably said, wouldn't it be groovy? I want to be nothing but totally accurate here. At any rate, I thought, I'll get a guy who's like an insect. So I figured, okay, what kind? What'll I call him? Insect Man? That didn't sound dramatic. Mosquito Man? I went down the list. When I got to Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Oh, that sounded dramatic. So I figured I'd call him that, and then we had him shoot webs. That was great. And again, I tried to keep it realistic. In order not to make him a typical hero, I made him an average guy who was kind of unpopular. He was sort of a nerd. The kids didn't like him. They thought he was a bookworm. He didn't have enough money. He had to support his old aunt. He was an orphan. He was shy and so forth. And it turned out he was somebody that the readers could relate to. So he became very successful. He became our most popular character. I think there were a lot of reasons. I think perhaps the main reason was I can relate to him. Because he was shy. He wasn't that successful with girls. He had to worry about his family. I think most teenagers reading it thought to themselves, hey, that could be me, you know. So there certainly was that identification.
Right.
But beyond that, I must say truthfully, I think Steve and I came up with some great stories and some great villains.
Right.
You know, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, the Sandman, and everything worked. And visually, the story was great,
character too,
because the way Steve would have him crawling on walls and swinging on webs, and it just, everything came together perfectly. Good morning, Dr. Prince. Security would be beefed up a lot more in a place like this. You can't.
Invitation, sir.
I should be on that list.
Name?
Stanley.
Yeah, nice try.
No, really, I'm Stanley.
Can you tell me? Do you remember me?
Sure don't. But great effort.
Did it work? Superheroes in New York? Give me a break.
These so-called heroes have to be held responsible for the destruction done to the city.
Micrometric spikes can stabilize the focal point of the convergence. This time, the alignment and all the other worlds will just pass us by.